That's my favorite part of the job. Is my favorite part as an athlete is trying to figure it out. And I look at coaching as like I get to figure it out for, all these other kids that are on the team. So,
Dude, it's so that was the perfect answer coming from you. Simply because no, and I say that honestly because um big fan of yours, a guy named Mark Fitzgerald, good friend of mine. He
hmm
has always loved watching you wrestle, and not that I didn't, but I just never I've never put these things together. He's like, now Mark never wrestled in high school, but his kids got into it, right?
hmm
And he started competing at like veteran stuff,
hmm
in his 30s just to like be relatable to his kids, which I thought was
Yeah.
like super awesome. Like that's
Yeah, it's
not
awesome.
many
Yeah.
people do that. Like that's
Yeah.
not easy, right?
Yeah, that's
Um,
cool.
but one of the things that he said was Keith Gavin, and he calls you Captain Lunch Pail. He's like, the dude just puts his hard hat on, grabs his lunch pail, and goes to work every 6 minutes, And what he said was he goes, Keith Gavin makes me think that if I spend 30 years doing this, or 20, whenever you ended your career,
hmm
25, 27 years doing this, I can be a national champion. Now, whether that's true or not is irrelevant, but one of the things that I think he's hearkening to is your ability to problem solve in matches. I've seen you go low level attack. I've seen you
hmm
go upper body attack. I've seen
hmm
you not shoot for an entire 6 minutes
Yeah.
because that's what the person in front of you dictated, right?
hmm
So where does that type of situational intelligence come from?
I think that for one, I wrestled a lot. Like it was like it was my favorite thing to do, so I did it all the time. Even in high school in the off season, I was getting better every year. I wasn't some blue chip recruit, but I wrestled a ton of matches, especially in the off season. Uh, and then yeah, and so I always kind of had that like I just enjoyed kind of trying to figure it out. That was my favorite part about the sport. And then just the coaches I was around. I was just very fortunate to kind of gel with coaches that didn't tell me like, no, you can't do that. That will never work. And my coaches when I was here at Pitt, I mean, they just kind of let me, a lot of trial and error. And I had a lot of I was just very lucky, to be around the people that I was around